Hey guys, somebody in my comments from yesterday's video over on MichelleAfterDark put me onto this case, and it's a missing 4-year-old called Gus Lamont. He's been missing for a week now in the Australian desert. It's looking very much like a recovery effort, but there's always that slim hope that somehow, some way, he's stayed alive. The Mail Online have got a good write-up of this, so I'm going to read this article. And his family have shared a photo of him. This is Gus, just 4 years old. Look at those blonde curls. But he's been missing since Saturday the 27th of September. Police have declared that the search for a 4-year-old boy missing in the South Australian outback is now in the recovery phase, as his family released a photo of him in a desperate plea to find him alive. August, or Gus Lamont, vanished on Saturday from his grandparents' remote homestead about 40 kilometres south of Yunta. 40 kilometres, that's about 25 miles, something like that. There is a map in this article, but that's where Yunta is there. So 25 miles south, exactly nowhere, it's just desert. On Thursday, police conceded it was unrealistic to expect a 4-year-old to survive 6 days alone in the bush, so the search was now a recovery mission more than a rescue attempt. Hundreds of searchers have scoured the red dust and scrub, but the only trace of Gus is a single footprint discovered about 500 metres from the property's homestead. It's a very similar boot pattern to what Gus was wearing when he went missing, York Mid-North Superintendent Mark Cyrus said. When he disappeared, the little boy was wearing a grey broad-brimmed hat, a blue long-sleeved shirt with a minion picture from Despicable Me on the front, light grey pants and boots. On Thursday, his family released a photo of him for the first time, showing the boy wearing a Peppa Pig shirt saying, "My mummy." The release of the photo came after Superintendent Cyrus admitted the odds of survival were fading fast without food, water or shelter. A 4-year-old doesn't disappear into thin air. He has to be somewhere, said Cyrus. Hopefully, he's hanging in there alive, but we are now in a recovery phase, and the fact he's been gone for over 100 hours and 6 days, that's a long time to be out in the elements. It is. If he's found water, the slim chance he may have. Very inhospitable, though. We always believe Gus is a tough little country lad, Cyrus said. He may be curled up under a bush somewhere, and we're determined to find him. Police have thrown everything into the search for Gus, including specialist divers to check water tanks and dams, infrared cameras, dogs, ATVs and drones. Family friend Bill Harbison read a statement on their behalf on Tuesday. This has come as a shock for our family and friends, and we are struggling to comprehend what has happened. Gus's absence is felt in all of us, and we miss him more than words can express. Our hearts are aching, and we are holding on to hope that he will be found and returned to us safely. At this time, we kindly ask for privacy as we focus all our energies on supporting the search and working closely with the police. So, there's Yunta, and the homestead is about here. So it's South Australia, and that, I assume, is the boot print. Police do not believe Gus has been taken, as the only people who travel on the nearby road are station owners. Superintendent Cyrus said it was unusual for Gus to wander, as he normally stays within the confines of the area. But who knows what goes through a 4-year-old's mind, he said. Yeah. Kids don't wander until they wander. And unfortunately, in this case, he's wandered too far. We understand he's a pretty quiet sort of lad, but he is, as you know, a country lad, and he's pretty adventurous as well. But him moving out of the area is a little bit unusual. Despite police warning, it's unlikely he'll be found alive. Survivalist and Alone Australia Season 1 runner-up Michael Atkinson believes Gus is still alive and urged emergency responders to continue the search until the boy is found. The former ADF pilot pointed out that having grown up on the property, Gus would be comfortable in his surroundings, adding that farm kids are often more resilient. The kid's background is a hugely important factor. In some ways, being young is actually an advantage because you don't realise the seriousness. That's true, I guess. Having a hat is important as it keeps your head warm, and if you look at the time of year, it's probably the best time of year as it's not too hot or cold. He said Gus would be able to survive without water at this time of year, adding many have gone much longer. Okay. A week without water. Robert Bagucki went 12 days with no water in Broome, so dehydration wise, he, Gus, wouldn't be doing it at a fast rate compared to other times of year. Atkinson urged authorities to continue aerial patrols every night. He could be hiding under a bush, not seen from one angle, but he could be captured from another. One local told the Daily Mail Gus may have fallen into a mine. Oh no. I would be more worried about the unmarked wells and mines he may have fallen into. That's the talk amongst locals. The state's northeast pastoral district is dotted with mines and wells from a bygone era, well over 100 years ago, and many of the region's station owners are still stumbling across them to this day. They were used as water sources for livestock and those chasing the gold dream back in the day, according to our source. Many of these sinister holes are virtually invisible to an adult's naked eye, much less a meandering child's. Oh dear. Police have continued to search a 3-kilometre radius from Gus's last known whereabouts. Yeah, but 3 kilometres. So, what? A mile and a half? A bit more than a mile and a half? A kid couldn't walk that far easily, even a 4-year-old. It may be out of the search area. Yesterday afternoon we had another review of our search, and we've actually gone back to the property and searched it now for a 3rd time, just in case he's secreted or hiding somewhere around the property. Unfortunately, nothing turned up. So today we're continuing the search around the area, and hopefully we'll find a clue, a hat or something that might give us an idea of which direction he travelled in. Anyone with information and may assist police is urged to contact Crime Stoppers. The Telegraph is also reporting that an Aboriginal tracker is going to help find him from a single footprint, but I can't read that article because they want me to pay. But just one single footprint, one single boot print. Poor little boy. Hopefully find him alive, but if not, let's hope they find him for his family to bring him home. Alright guys, let me know your thoughts and I'll see you in the next video.